Alright, so this afternoon I'm going to be showing you how to build a very simple birdhouse, including the materials you'll need, the assembly process, and finishing touches you'll need to make it look good. So, got a few questions for you guys. How many of you have ever had a birdhouse before? Two of you? Did you buy it or did you build it? You built it? Okay. Well, I know with a lot of construction type projects like this, whenever I do it anyway, there are points when I get very frustrated on every single project. So this is going to be a very simple birdhouse, and hopefully it will be frustration free if you ever decide to do it. I know that this is the simplest birdhouse design out there. I know that because I went online and I did my research. I found quite a few designs, excuse me, and this was by far the simplest design. I think that this design and building the birdhouse is relevant to you guys because it will be a way, if you decide to do it, to have a fun kind of bonding experience with like your great-grandchildren, and also I think you guys would enjoy seeing a bird make its home in something that you build. For the next few minutes, I'm going to be showing you how to build, assemble the materials you'll need, the assembly process, and the stuff that will make it look good of this very simple birdhouse. In order for this to be a simple birdhouse, every step will be pretty simple. It's in the name. So that includes the materials you'll need. In order to build this house, you'll need one plank of wood. It's a 5-foot section, 1x6 board. I chose pine. You'll need 16 1.5-inch screws to secure it. You'll also need a drill, a saw, the spade bit to make the entrance hole, and stain and brush of your choice. You can choose any color you like. So as you can see, I have already done some stuff to this wood. That's because when I was planning this, I figured that the nursing home would not appreciate it if I brought in a power saw and started cranking out all these pieces, making a lot of noise and getting sawdust everywhere. So everything that would create a mess, I've already done, like making the cuts, drilling out the entrance hole, drilling pilot holes, and staining the wood, I've already done. But that stuff is fairly simple, so I think you guys would be able to get that on your own. So let's get to building. The first step is to take the floor and array the pieces around it as they would be when you build it. So it goes, it's the front, side, back, and then the roof's over here because you can't really put it on top. So the first thing, assembly-wise, that we're going to do is we're going to take the two sides, lay them like that, take the back, and set it on top. Make sure it's aligned so there aren't some gaps or anything like that. Grab your drill, and you're going to use 2 screws for each side to secure it. So this will take just a minute. Make sure it's aligned. Well, that'll be fun to pick up. Of course, if you were doing this at home, you might have some clamps to clamp it down and keep it from spinning like that. So the back is finished, secure. So we're just going to flip it over and do the same thing to the front. As you can see, I've already drilled the entrance hole and I've got this peg. That's for the birds to stand on as they enter. Yeah, there's quite a few.
Oh, I couldn't see. I thought maybe it was just one.
Yeah, there's all of them, 15 of them or something. So, all right, let's get that attached. It's just the same as the back. You're gonna put 2 screws to each side. First, we'll make sure it's aligned properly. Okay, so that's the front and the back. You can see it's pretty well taken shape there. Looks like a box now. So the next step is the floor. And as you can see, I cut the corners off of the floor. That's so that there will be some drainage once it's inside the house. So to attach it, first I'm going to... The reason that this is tricky is you're going to want to recess it about 1/4 of an inch up into the house. So it's kind of, can be tricky to get it in there properly. So once you have it about 1/4 of an inch there, and there are some gaps, feel there, and that's okay. There'll just be more drainage for them. Once you have it there, take your drill and attach it.
It's coming up the side.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave that one be and do the next one farther up. It's okay, the floor doesn't really need to be pretty. No one's ever gonna see it, so that's okay. Like that one went through right properly. Okay, so now for the other side, it's going to be the same thing. 2 screws. Through the side. So. Okay, so there is the floor, properly attached. All right, there's only one more step left to go, and that's the roof. The roof is going to have a little overhang, so they have a bit of a awning when they stand down on the peg here. And so for the roof, it's going to be exactly same, 2 screws for each side. Secure it. So get that done real quick. Make sure that it's aligned. It needs to be. Okay, so that's the last screw. It is all completely assembled. So the house is built, and now it's time to make it look good. Any wooden birdhouse, it can always benefit from a coat of stain or a coat of paint. Obviously, I have already done that since it would make a mess. But you can choose any color, any brush. I just used what I had at home. I used a stain and finish combo, so that would just eliminate another step and get it all done in one coat. The amount of stain you use will affect the color. If you want a darker color, use more stain, lighter color, less stain. After you have it all stained, the very last step in this process is to just attach it wherever you can see it, whether it's out a window, on a tree, or anywhere like that, just wherever you can see it, and watch as you get some new tenants in your birdhouse. So this afternoon I have shown you how to assemble a very simple birdhouse, including the materials you'll need, the process to assemble it, and the finishing touches to make it look good. Hopefully you'll put it to good use and have a fun project with your family, or even just make it by yourself and have the enjoyment of watching birds make their home in something that you've built. Hopefully this information was useful to you, and thank you for coming.